Hey gouache lovers, welcome back, and today I will be using a brand new gouache. It is the Mont gouache. It's a not so expensive gouache, but I did try it, as well as new brushes. Today I'll be doing a mermaid, blue mermaid. I have my kneaded eraser and I just get rid of some of the graphite that's in it. Not too much because I wanted to keep the lines going. I did not outline this piece with ink or any other liner. I went straight ahead and started working with gouache. I did the crown off camera because it took a little while to get this done, and it's my first time using this gouache, so I did not want to mess it up. However, it took a little while. This painting overall took over 7 hours to get completed. I used the color Lamp Black Persian Blue Mauve for the crown. And when I got to the eyes, I used titanium white, pale yellow, mauve, Persian blue, and lamp black. I mixed all those together just to get me the right shade. Then I go ahead and work on my separate areas. The skin has a lovely kind of a stain in, which is awesome, which is titanium white, Persian blue, turquoise, mauve, and a lamp black. I mixed all those together to give me the shade for the blue skin. However, I do not use my gouache at all like a paste. I prefer using it as a watercolor kind of layer. So I dilute my washes, my paste, and get the various washes that I need, and then I go ahead and add them in layer form. This took me a while, but I don't like using gouache as a paste. It's just my style of painting with gouache, and I guess that's what I was looking for when I stumbled upon gouache. I do like watercolor. I use it mostly for staining, but I wanted something more vibrant, and gouache gives me that vibrancy that I'm looking for, and that watercolor does not. Well, the watercolors that I've purchased, that does not. But I do like using gouache. Gouache is my main medium. I'll use gouache over watercolor. When I use watercolor, it is just for staining or to give me an effect. So I've done for the lips is mauve as well. I'm adding in just adding mauve. I tend to use mauve and the Persian blue a lot for this painting. It is not a bad shade. However, I find this type of gouache to be a bit grainy, but please bear in mind that the paper that you're using, as well as the mixture, like the solution, how you dilute it, gives you the outcome that you are actually looking for. So just be mindful of that. I did add several layers just to get the outcome that I want. So as I mentioned, it took me over 7 hours, but I didn't do it in one sitting. I did it over a period of days, whenever I had free time and so forth. But this has been one of my most technical piece of work, and bigger too, because I have done it in a large scale. It's a piece of novel that I'm working on. Well, I mean, it's probably just a painting now. However, I will say this is my best hand yet. I'm not great at drawing hand, but it seemed as if this hand came out really, really well. And I will say I'm quite proud of it. And actually sitting down and painting the hand is quite tricky, but it also teaches me to work on my shading, watch where the lighting is. It might not be perfect right now, but it is not too bad. However, the skin is the part that I'm more focused on, and just trying to get the scales working in her favor right here. I kind of messed up somehow on the shoulder a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. We just work with it and then try to perfect it. You know, mistake making it into a dramatic piece, just what I'm saying. However, her eyes and her lips aren't too bad because the shading of titanium, the Persian blue, kind of pops it a bit, which is really nice. So I wanted to keep the color scheme as simple as possible, just working with the blue and the mauve, just to give it that pop-in piece. As I mentioned, this piece is took a little bit of work, especially to get the skin going. I have another part coming out, part 2, so stay tuned.